Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Buccaneers coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And the Patriots, Charles, what more can you say? Last year, Tom Brady moves on, wins the Super Bowl in Tampa. The Patriots struggle home to a 7-9 finish, and everyone says, this is it. Dynasty's finally over. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now make their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I think you have to just applaud what this organization has done, whether you like them or not, because you hit on it in a big way. Most of us assumed that that run was over, but they've retooled, brought in some extra players, changed a few of their philosophies, and here they are again, competing for another Super Bowl crown.
And meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl. Of course, they won it last year behind Tom Brady, but now, Charles, this group looks to get it done without TB12 under center.
But think about the confidence this team gained last year in their run to the title. Remember, they won 3 road games to get there. Yes, they won the Super Bowl in their home stadium, but 3 straight wins on the road in order to make it happen. Give them a ton of credit. They galvanized, and now they're ready to go for it again.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Here's Williams on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running left is Dillon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here taken in by Morgan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
We got this.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. It's done. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On play action, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Dillon, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Williams. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's done. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Six 0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Williams. And he comes back with one complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 3. Looking to throw, Williams. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw again. Open man has got one. It's complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, it's done, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown! It's complete. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead in the Super Bowl.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dillon, they try the left side with him.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2nd down at 7. A give for Dillon running right.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. Done. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football, but not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Williams throwing on first down, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Back to throw. Williams. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
New England trotting into place on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Williams. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to send this one deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Brady.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Williams. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, here's what having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now. Dillon, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Brady now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Williams looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's done. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
Still 1st down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's done. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though. Let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 2nd down, Dillon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Brady. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Off the play fake, Williams. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. There's Evans again. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this one caught by Coates. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On first down, it's done. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Williams looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Here's Williams on first down. Over the middle to Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down now. It's done, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, it's Brady.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 48 yards.
And the Patriots have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Williams throwing on 1st down. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Williams now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Draw play, Dillon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Running right, here's Falk. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's the big man Dillon with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
This is Dillon.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Evans has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the biggest extra point of this man's life. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England's offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action, now it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Morgan. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a run with Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Plenty of scoring here of late when our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady's going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Brady. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Williams. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Williams' throw taken in by Evans here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Williams on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Watch the pass.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it! Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Brady to throw. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Brady. Gets this to Edelman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brady. And he fends him off. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Patriots are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.